So I just had a fascinating trip to Seoul, Korea. It was my first time in South Korea and had an opportunity to be part of the Seoul Digital Forum 2013. This is the 10th anniversary of the Seoul Digital Forum, and it is an amazing collection of people talking about a big theme every year, having something to do with digital. And they bring the people together. It's about 1,000 people in the audience, and it is hosted over a 2-day period. This was a collection of everybody from Silicon Valley startups to hardware startups, electronic startups, and across the world. Obviously a focus on things going on in South Korea, and we had an opportunity to see the experiment of the incredible Korean miracle that has happened since the late 70s up until now, and how it's been reinvented even several times. I wanted to have a chance to tell everybody about the fact that I met Mayor Park of Seoul. Mayor Park is really a visionary. He's created a vision of a sharing city, and it'll be the first sharing city in the world. And this sharing city imagines not only sharing of rooms with companies like Airbnb or the other competitors that are doing that kind of work, but also imagines sharing of clothing between parents when their kids have outgrown clothing, sharing of vehicles, and sharing of all other kinds of things where there is reusability, and all done in the name of making life more efficient. That is a fascinating and bold vision for a country which has many visitors. It has many people living in the largest city in the country. In fact, over 80% of the country lives in the single city of Seoul. And so to see the way the mayor has led into that is great. We would love to bring a microfactory to that kind of sharing world, and to have an opportunity to do that would be a dream come true for us. Of course, we've looked at cities all over the world, and after having spent the time with the leaders in South Korea, not only of the business but of the government sectors, we think this is awesome. Other things that we found is it is a country that's connected by so much broadband. So over 85% broadband penetration, which means that people share files really well in South Korea. That is a great precursor to us being able to do business and to extend the locomotor's way of life. So a lot of work there. As far as the other things that are necessary for co-creation, we do think that open source legal protections and a decrease in the cost of professional tools are necessary, and that's something that we'll need to see. Is it possible for people to access low-cost tools in South Korea? We're going to be looking into it. And are there good protections for intellectual property when people share open ideas? Meaning, is there a pattern or a history of people being able to share their ideas and feel like they will be attributed to them? So we're super excited about what we've seen. I was very proud and happy to be invited on behalf of Local Motors to the Seoul Digital Forum 2013. I ate some awesome kimchi, and I had some great namyeon cold noodle soup. So join us in our move to put microfactories all over the world, and maybe you'll see us in South Korea coming soon.